Hello and welcome. What you are about to see is my very first try at an actual flying kayak flying vlog with, well, me flying kayak inside of it, showing you guys how I go about flying my drone in a cool and hopefully interesting location so that you guys can see how I get the drone footage for my drone videos. I hope you enjoy joining me along the ride, and I hope that you have a lot of feedback that you can give me in the comments about my camera technique, about my drone technique, about my editing technique, and anything really I want to learn and I want to improve in my next video. Just for your information, of course, safety was my utmost concern in the following video, so I always took great care that my drone remained out of reach of other people, and of course that I didn't annoy or disturb any animals. Also, I telephoned with the person who is in charge of the airspace in that region, as there is a hang glider starting point right around the Königstuhl mountain, in order to avoid any collisions or potential dangerous situations involving the drone and the hang glider. Other than that, of course, I hope you enjoy the drone footage as much as I enjoyed flying it, and I hope that you'll be on board for future vlogs. With that said, let's roll the intro. Alright, hello guys and welcome to a new flying kayak flying vlog. Today we're actually going to do some, let's call it, real world flying. The plan is to go out and fly my drone. I've got my DJI Mavic Mini right here with me, and we're currently at a very interesting spot for droning. We're at the Königstuhl, which is a kind of little hill in southwestern Germany near Heidelberg, which is a university city, which is definitely a very cool and interesting location to go out and fly my Mavic Mini and see what we can get in terms of footage. Alright, so basically somewhere in the forest that I'm currently walking through, there is a specific airfield used by hang gliders. And I called the guy who administers said airfield and asked him if it was okay if I flew my drone there. And ta-da, he said yes, so that's a great thing. So big thank you to those guys, and they said it's okay to fly the drone. And nobody's flying hang gliders anyway, because it's pretty terrifying weather. And I can just show you that in a second, and then you can see exactly what the weather is like at the moment. It's a bit foggy around here and kind of weird, but yeah, I'm hoping to find said spot. I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way. I'm probably going the very wrong way. Anyway, I'll take a look at a moment at what is going on here and what I can do, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I just asked a nice guy if he could tell me where to find said drone flying spot, and he could. So he just pointed me towards the place where I could go, and I'm currently walking towards it. I'm gonna have to reconfirm real quick that I can actually legally fly here and check if that's okay, and then yeah, I guess we'll be ready to take off, and I'm gonna be right back with you guys. Alright, so it looks like I've pretty much arrived. Let me just give you a quick view around. I hope you can actually hear me, because I'm not sure how the GoPro audio quality actually is. So right down here is the area where you can fly. Yeah, alright, and down there is Heidelberg. You can see that you've got a slight bit of wind here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually be able to fly the drone for wind reasons. And I don't know what that is down there, if that's an airport, but it seems to be far away enough so that we can legally fly here. And over there we've got a mountain railway, so I'll have to check that we're far enough away from that to legally fly. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting up myself to check if I can legally fly here. And then I'll be right back with you in about 5 minutes. Alright, hello. So I've just returned, and I've now found a spot where it may possibly be legal. And I'll be right back with you guys once I've got my landing pad and I'm ready to go. Alright, so my quest continues. I hope you guys can even understand me. I'll have to see how good the audio quality is in post-production. Water dripping from the trees here. How good the audio quality is in post-production, and then I'll have to decide if and how much I'll have to redo in terms of the speaking. So I'm still in search of a place where it would be legal for me to fly my drone, because apparently that's harder than I thought. Inside a forest, interestingly enough, but I found a spot where it may be legal, or where it most likely is legal, and I'm planning on returning to that spot in case I don't find any other place. I'm currently walking along in search of another place where it might or may not, or hopefully is legal to fly the DJI Mavic Mini. Now, aside from legality considerations, I've really got to take care with the weather. I'm currently inside a forest, so I'm searching for kind of a clearing where there might be not enough trees, well, few trees to kind of take off the drone, which is kind of the plan that I'm making. So basically I want to just find a clearing where I can set up my landing pad, set up my drone, and get myself all ready and set to start flying. Oh, it looks like I might have found something. Got the road straight up ahead. Got a road clearing right over there. Anyways, I'm gonna show you once I've found a spot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can actually take off or if it's too risky for me, because I really don't want to risk crashing my drone, as I'm not exactly sure how the wind is looking once you go ahead and get above the tree line either. So I really don't know about that. Anyways, just gonna walk along the road here. This is definitely actually a bit dangerous, more than a bit probably, but hey, you do only live once, and I really wanted to get my drone flying today because I've kind of, haven't flown it in 2 days, and I'm really looking forward to getting some cool footage. And I've traveled far to get to this location, and I checked it online first if it was even legal to fly here, and it said it was legal, but there was this area where there's hang glider piloting very close to here, so I said okay, I'm just gonna call in and check with those guys if they're okay with it if I fly here, because not that I fly here and then I don't know, some hang glider guy gets scared, or I might even collide with a hang glider and cause an accident, and that's something that I definitely don't want to do. I want to avoid causing an accident, obviously. I mean, who wants to cause an accident with his drone, right? Anyways, so that was kind of a big part of the plan, and now I'm just walking and searching for a place where I can go ahead and take off with my drone. Don't mind me, just walking around, flying my drone. That's kind of the big plan here. Exactly. So I've got the Max Planck Institute right over there, which is a place where you can, observe stars. It's a stargazing facility right over there. Really cool astronomical facility and stuff. They've got some crazy physics going on over there, and I don't want to mess with that. Well, I would be interested in learning more about that, but I don't want to go ahead and walk in there and just take off on my drone, so searching for a clearing in the forest. Right, so the reason why I couldn't fly where the hang glider pilots do, where I called the dude, is there's a railway line right next to that, a mountaintop railway that drives you up this Königstuhl mountain, or hill. It's more like a hill. It's probably not a mountain, especially not by standards of other countries. Like, Americans are probably going to be like, hey, that's what you call a mountain. Oh, I don't know. We call that a slight ditch, probably. Anyways, that looks good. You can see sun through the trees up front, which looks like there might just be a clearing that's big enough for me to take off with the drone, get some cool footage, and get back. Yeah, maybe you can see the sun rays through the trees and stuff like that, which does look pretty neat currently from this angle. Anyways, so yeah, I really wanted to not fly anywhere where it's not legal. It's definitely not legal where the forest is cut through by the railway, so don't want to fly around the railway station, because that's illegal in Germany, flying near railway lines. And I didn't want to fly near too much private property, because that's illegal too. And I'm Searching, still searching for a place where I can legally fly my drone. Oh dear, it's really starting to drip from the trees here. Thought it stopped raining. Please don't get my Mavic Mini wet. I just bought it. Alright, that looks like a parking lot in front of the building, which seems to be the best place to fly the Mavic Mini for now. You just go there, see if we can get the drone in the air, and go ahead and take some cool shots of the Königstuhl area and surrounding places. Alright. Yeah, this is more like what I was looking for. Alright. Perfect. Thank you. Alright guys, I'll be right back with you in a second, so GoPro, stop recording. Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to the endless quest of finding a suitable flying spot. So after I found a good few spots, I always had no internet connection, so I couldn't validate the spot as a good flying spot. And now, ta-da, I have finally found a spot that I could validate as a legal and good flying spot, and that I can use as a flying spot. I found this little semi-clearing. I'm just going to give you a quick view around. Oh dear, you can see my gorilla pod in the background right there. But anyways, now you can see my gorilla pod too. I'm testing out my Joby gorilla pod, which I just recently got as my new vlogging tool. And I've got the DJI Mavic Mini lying on that stump over there. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna hand launch it here because there's way too much grass. You can see it all around me, and that's way too high grass too to be actually flying from here, from the ground. And then I'll see if I can get her above the trees. That's gonna be the interesting bit, and I'm gonna be very, very cautious. At the moment, the tree tops are rather still. I don't know if you can see that in the video. I assume you can't. But it is fairly gusty above the tree line, so the trees down here, the clearing might be giving me a very false sense of security when it comes to the trees. So I'm gonna really try and make sure that I stay clear of the trees, number one, and B, that I don't get blown away by the wind and have a flyaway incident once I get above the tree line. So I'm gonna very cautiously climb and see how high I can go, and at the same time I have to check that it's not raining. At the moment it's not raining, but it has been raining earlier, so everything is fairly wet. So that's another good reason for a hand launch, and I really have to see that I'm not getting any droplets coming from above. Alright, so see you guys, and I'll be right back with you once the drone is flying. Have a good one. A bit darker around here, and animals are starting to make weird noises. You're probably not hearing them on the recording, but interestingly enough, they stopped making noises once I started recording. Ooh, seems like they don't want to be noticed. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. I packed up my drone already, and I'm gonna head back to my car, and I'm gonna drive home because it's getting really much later than I expected it to be. And I'm gonna call it a day. It was a great day for drone filming, and it was a great great day for flying the drone, and it was awesome. So yeah, see you guys, have a good day, and see you in the next Flying Kayak Flying Vlog. Alright guys, so I'm back. I hope you can understand me. I'm just gonna kind of film the way back to the car. This is definitely not a way of me avoiding being afraid of being alone in a forest in Germany, a place called the Königstuhl, outside of a kind of secretive scientific facility. But whilst it's getting darker, after rain, with lots of animals around me, and no cell phone signal. That's the best part. There's no cell phone signal. Yeah, well, okay, maybe I'm just a tiny bit unnerved by the air of this place, but hey, I got some good drone footage, so I guess getting mauled by a werewolf or something like whatever can happen in these woods seems to be a price to pay. Now the interesting bit will be finding my way back, because I went down a few paths and I was so hyped about getting the drone footage. I'm not entirely sure which way is the way back, but yeah, I mean, what could possibly go wrong with only minutes to spare before sunlight entirely fades? And actually sundown was 2 minutes ago, so yeah, we've got about minutes before it's gonna go real dark here. And my car parked somewhere far away on a parking spot, which is interestingly enough unlit and also inside this forest, so I've got an interesting way home. Anyway, talking about what I did today, so I decided to go here, and this is going to be a real stress test for the Mavic Mini, because it's hella wet. It's really wet, and that's a problem, because the Mavic Mini isn't rated for waterproofness, and it isn't rated for damp environments either. It's actually not really well suited for those, and I've got it in the styrofoam case that comes with the Fly More combo. You saw that in the previous bits of this video. Alright, I found the paved road again, so I can at least go ahead and try and walk down that. The wind's picking up too. Oh Jesus. Storm, darkness, clouds, forest grado. Yeah, see, you guys, I'm really getting into some problematic situations just to get the very best out of my drone for you guys to see. So yeah, the case is actually pretty damp on the outside, but I've checked it several times on the inside because I don't want my Mavic Mini to get wet. And the Mavic Mini is actually fairly dry, as well as the case on the inside, which is great. I guess it's lined with styrofoam, which is what it sounds like, which makes it the hard case. So styrofoam is pretty waterproof, at least in my experience. So I'm kind of hoping that that's enough to keep it dry for the moment, at least. I'm assuming it might be. I definitely got some condensation on the propellers during flight. None on the body though, which is great. So I might check to wipe the props clean in my car if I get there. If I get there, that sounds a bit unnerving, but I might check to wipe the props clean in my car, which is kind of part of the plan. And yeah, see how that works out. I'm really satisfied with the GoPro, of course, because that one is definitely rated for damp environments, and it should perform perfectly in this forest, as well as my cell phone should, which is also water resistant, not waterproof, not watertight, water resistant. So I'm assuming it should work out in this forest. And the Joby GorillaPod doesn't really have any electronic moving parts. Anyways, so I'm walking through this forest. Actually, this is going to be a great idea to really test the low light performance of the GoPro. So yeah, guys, if you can still see me, the GoPro is doing a good job. If you can't, listen to my voice while I'm trying to avoid any feral vampires or something that's hiding out behind here. I really don't. I mean, it's a cool place, you know, but it's an observatory from 1800 something right over there. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Might even check. Yeah, well, maybe you can see the dome just behind the trees. That's some really old observatory going on back there. Then there's lots of forest around us, obviously, and there's some crazy scientific facility back there. So yeah. Was this the way I came? No, there was a bus stop. Oh Jesus. Yeah, well, you guys can go ahead and check. This is going to be some interesting footage. Some interesting footage of this place. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the GoPro microphone performs. I've been using it previously to vlog, but just for short periods of time, and at that time it actually worked out really well. I don't know how well the GoPro's image stabilization is going to work. I'm on the GoPro Hero 7, so yeah, no 8 for me. I'm too broke. I bought a Mavic Mini and I bought a new camera for vlogging because I wrecked my old one. So yeah, no GoPro Hero 8 for me yet. Might be coming though, who knows? They're cheaper I think than the 7s. Anyways, I can see the small kind of pathway that I came in originally. Oh dear, it's starting to drizzle from the trees. I can see some light up front. Oh Jesus. Well, this seems like a bit of a scary place anyways. Oh, even more water. Anyways, it was a really cool place to go out and vlog, and it was an even cooler place to go out and fly the drone. And I'll probably put in some drone footage into this vlog, and I'll probably put a lot of drone footage into cinematic drone flight around the Königstuhl, which you can probably expect either at the same time as this vlog or a week later, depending on how well I get on with cutting this footage and editing it to my satisfaction. All right, so we've got this tiny path ahead. Just take a look at that. Yeah, this tiny foggy path right ahead. That's what we're going down. I don't even know if you can see this really well on the GoPro. It's not looking too good on the display at the moment. So that tiny path down there, that's where we're going. That's where I parked my car. And I'm really hoping that this is gonna be good enough for me to, you know, walk down here and not get eaten. All right, it's really wet and muddy here. I'm gonna probably really dirty my car, and it's great. Anyways, this was one hell of fun just vlogging around here, and well, I've had incredible fun, great times. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the car, check if my Mavic is half as dry as she looks, and if she is, then that's great. That means she's not gonna die, probably. If she does get an issue out of this vlog, then I've got DJI Care Refresh. So I don't know, I hope that I can get that drone back again then, should anything happen with it. I can see my car from here, so I guess we're safe. Woo! Anyways, yeah, I'll just quickly check the drone in the car and then I'll ride home. Yeah, so these are the final meters, or feet for you Americans out there that I'm walking to my car. So I'm gonna conclude this vlog here. It was really fun taking you guys on this little interesting drone trip. We had some starting issues finding a place to drone from, but then we found a cool little clearing. I got some great footage of the sunset, which looks incredibly cool. I hope that I can cut that together to a short clip of cinematic footage in 2.7K Mavic Mini resolution. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more drone footage, more cinematic drone videos, more flight sim footage, more real world aviation footage, go ahead, subscribe, follow my Instagram where I put daily pictures up. At least I try to. Most of the days it works out, and stories of course, so you're up to date to what I'm doing. And yeah, enjoy, have a good time. Thanks for letting me create content for you guys, and safe travels, blue skies, and many happy landings. GoPro, stop recording.